Line 12. 如果 here, here is 如果 is speaking. Okay? 如果 say 喂 yeah, 喂 we have explained that. That means hello. 喂你好 right? 喂你好 Yeah, this is the typical word that Chinese people use on everyday basis. 喂你好 I think like hello. Yeah, hi, hello, right? 喂你好 Alright. And then she say, Lisa May say that, 喂 yeah, this is Lisa May. Okay, 喂你好你是雨果先生吗？你是 means 你是 are you, right? 你是 Okay, 你是 means are you? 你是雨果先生吗？ Are you Mr. 先生？先生 means Mr. or you can say Sir, right? 先生 and sometimes it can be used as a husband. For example, a lady can say 这个是我的先生 that means my husband. And also there's other words for husband. For example, 老公丈夫 right? Can be also husband, right? 丈夫 or 老公 Alright, so and here it says that 你是雨果先生吗？你是雨果先生吗？ As you can see, this is a question mark. 你是雨果先生吗？ And also here, it said that 你是 it's a very high frequent word we use. Like 你是老师吗？你是留学生吗？你是外交老师吗？你是外国人吗？ So they always use this one in a very high frequently on the daily basis. Alright, line 13. 如果 now 如果 says that 如果 says 我是 means 我是 means yes. Wow, 我是 yeah 我是 is a very high frequent word. Like 我是老师，我是学生，我是留学生，我是做生意的。I do business, right? 我是做生意的，我是外交老师，我是外国人 right? So this 我是 we use in our daily basis. And then it says the 我是 that's I am. 我是雨果 Yes, I am Mr. 雨果我是雨果哪位哪位Who are you? Who is that? 哪位And also we can say this is a very high frequently used word. Okay, now normally when you pick in the phone, when you first say 喂你好喂哪位you can say 哪位and also you can say 你是哪位 also is okay 你是哪位 right 你是哪位 you can also say that right 你是哪位 okay and also some people they say in a bit it's a bit rude okay don't use that 你谁and sometimes they say 谁哪位so this is how Chinese people they use. Alright, line 14. Lisa May she said 我这里我 means me right we have learned that 这里 means here 我这里是that means here it is okay here it is okay 我这里是 here it is right 我这里是首都机场 okay 首都机场 we have learned that right 首都机场 that means the capital airport 首都机场机场3号航站楼 I think we have learned that 3号 means terminal 3 right 3号航站楼指机员 also we have learned that right 指机员李三妹she's introducing herself right you see 我这里是首都机场3号航站楼指机员李三妹 she's introducing herself. Alright, to who? To 雨果 Alright, so I said that 是这样的 that means 是这样的 means here it is or you can say this phrase is mostly used when you are explaining a situation which means here is the thing or you can say that's how it is or let me explain to you that 是这样的 like 这样的 it's like this you explain 是这样的是这样的我想告诉你 It's like this. I want to explain to you, right? So 是这样的 is also normally we use every time when we explain something to another person, maybe face to face or maybe on the phone. 是这样的 is a very high frequent use when you are explaining. And Chinese people they use that. Okay, 是这样的 here it is. This is like this. These are 是这样的 right? 是这样的有一位客人有一位 means 一位 means this is like a measure word for somebody, right? 有一位 normally when you go to the restaurant they will ask you 你们几位 how many people are you 你们几位 how many people are you you can say 我们两位我们三位我只是一位就一个人 right? This is how we use this phrase, but this is also a very high frequent word, okay? 一位 right? 有一位从 the word 从有一位客人 right? 有一位客人 that means it can be used as a customer, right? 有一位客人 means one customer, right? One customer 有一位客人从 the word 从 okay? 从 means from 有一位客人从 normally when Chinese people ask you where are you from 你从哪来的你从哪里过来的 so 从 that means 我从 so always they use that means from to right from 从 so he said 有一位客人从旧金山从旧金山 we have learned that 旧金山 that means from San Francisco, right? 有一位从旧金山飞来的 we have learned that also, right? 飞来的 that means flying from 有一位客人从旧金山飞过来需要 means 需要您需要 use 您 because he's a customer, right? Chinese people they really respect the customer. They always say that customer is our God. So if you're paying money to a Chinese person, you are their God. Alright. Another 需要你接机 means you need to pick up. 接机人 we have learned that, right? 接机 means pick up from the airport, right? 接机 right? 接机人 So 需要 is also a very high frequent word we use in our daily basis. For example, 我需要这里我需要那里需要 is also very high frequent. 需要 means need or want, right? 需要